Konnichiwa, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Today is day 314. It is Monday, November the 10th, 2014, and about a week away from my trip to Vancouver with my brother. He's going to see Fleetwood Mac next Tuesday, so we're going on Monday and then coming back on the Wednesday, so that should be lots of fun. Got a new Power Rangers shirt. Actually, Caden got it for me at Target today. It's missing the Pink Ranger, which is really weird. But, yeah, definitely back towards the original Rangers, I guess. And, so yeah, that's great. I just saw something absolutely horrifying on the way home. Like, it's just, it makes your skin just crawl and, like, blood-curdling scream and makes your ass pucker. Yeah, it's trying to white shit outside right now. No, gosh. Just what we don't want is any white shit all over the ground. Shit no one wants. Snow. Oof. Disgusting. Absolutely appalling. But it is the time of year, I suppose, even though it's only November, and snow should only really happen around December, and that's it. But, who am I to say anything, right? Anyway, I will give an opinion. I will give strong opinions on white shit, because that's just how I am. I guess I don't hate snow in general. It's driving in it is terrifying. And as a driver, I'm sure, if you're a driver, you probably are with me on this if you've ever had to deal with snow before, mostly the ice and the compact snow. But it's not even that, it's other drivers. That's what scares the hell out of me. The people that think that it's alright to go drifting and stuff like that, when really they don't know how to drive, and they're the ones that cause the accidents. Ugh. Drive me nuts. Anyways, I've talked about being a huge fan of Sailor Moon before. I'm sure you've probably seen at least one of my videos of that. Dragon Ball, all sorts of stuff. But I haven't really talked too much, I don't think, about my fandom of Doctor Who. Now, you can't really see it in this particular frame. Well, maybe you can. If you look right where my finger is pointing, is a Doctor Who poster. Right over. Yeah. And there's another one actually right behind you. Let's see if I can show you here. That one. Right there. Yes. Doctor Who. And I've been watching Doctor Who since, I remember my first memory probably when I lived in Calgary. So it would have been pre-1997. And it used to terrify me, in all honesty. It really did, the theme song and stuff. Now, back at the time, Doctor Who had finished on the air, pretty much, because 1988 was the last of the original series run, with Sylvester McCoy. And in 1997, they had Paul McGann take over for the movie, and then Eccleston took over as the new Doctor, the Ninth Doctor. 2000 gotta be careful here. 2006, maybe? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But, so, my favorite Doctor, because everybody has their favorites, I guess I should finish my other story. I used to be terrified of it. I don't know why. I mean, it was so cheesy. If you ever get a chance to watch the older series, it was really cheesy, but that's okay. But my favorite Doctor, the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, who is also the narrator for Little Britain and Little Britain USA. So he's also the oldest remaining Doctor, I believe, because I think the first three passed away. So he's the eldest of all of them, and he made an appearance in the one that they did with the other Doctors and all that stuff as like a museum curator, which is kind of neat. This book here I bought. Few years ago, actually. Now it was at Chapters, actually. This is the scripts from Tom Baker's first season, 1974 to 75, and they actually have like all sorts of little keynotes and stuff. Talks about the robot was his first story, and you could see like there where they cross things out and all that kind of stuff too. But these are the actual scripts for the first bunch of episodes. Now, Doctor Who now tends to take a story over an hour length of time. Whereas back then, you'd have 4 parts, for the most part. So, like 4 half-hour installments. So really, the older stories went way more into depth than the newer ones do, because they were essentially 2 to even 3 hours long for a full story if you really got into it, and they'd be in half-hour installments. So, yeah. I've always thought Tom Baker's time was the best. The Key of Time was one of my favorite arcs that they did, with Romana in it. Sarah Jane Smith, of course, came in with the Third Doctor, but she was really well known with the Fourth Doctor as well. And I loved the Sarah Jane Adventures, the spin-off series to it. Of course, there was Torchwood as well, an anagram of Doctor Who. But I really like the Sarah Jane Adventures, even though it was more geared towards kids. I still enjoyed it. And I'd have to say my second favorite Doctor is actually one of the newer ones, and that is number 10, David Tennant. His name almost escaped me. So yeah, I'd say he would be my next favorite. So Tom Baker and then David Tennant, probably. So there's a lot of speculation, and I think it might be true. I've seen it on a lot of places that the Sixth Doctor not only got the shit kind of end of the stick with everything. Colin Baker. I don't think he's related to Tom Baker, but he kind of got the shit end of the stick. And not a lot of people liked him, but his stories were kind of wonky and weird and whatnot. Set in like some big Time Lord trial, I guess. I never really watched that one. Tom Baker, primarily, I've seen every one of his stories. And some of the subsequent one after him, the Fifth Doctor, who would have been around the time that I was born, in the 80s there. The hell is his name now? His name escapes me. I'm looking at his face. I'm like, I can't remember. The Fifth Doctor. I'm sure some of you guys that are Doctor Who fans will correct me, and my apologies for forgetting his name. But, yeah. So, I don't have a sonic screwdriver or a coffee mug or any of that kind of stuff. My fandom is more placated, I guess, a little bit. It's not as big as my anime fandoms and things, although I do have some of the DVDs and things too. I have the first season of the Ninth Doctor, and I have somewhere down here, there it is, the Doctors, 30 Years of Time Travel and Beyond, but I also have the 5 Doctors special, which I haven't watched all of. And that one kind of makes me sad because Tom Baker doesn't have a huge role in it. Him and Romano were stuck in like a time vortex thing or whatever. Yeah, but, you know, the nice thing about Doctor Who that I think is great is it's like a big soap opera. It really is. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And I think it's the longest running sci-fi show in existence. Running from the 60s to the 80s, and then now it's back again. Kind of like the Sailor Moon musicals are the longest running of the anime-based stage musicals in Japan, which is fantastic. I love it. So, my brother actually wanted to go as a Dalek for a convention one year or Halloween. I've seen some different derivations of it. Lots of girls wearing these, they look like either TARDIS dresses or Dalek dresses. They got the Dalek bumps and everything. But we were looking at ways of possibly making a costume with like a wheelchair and then building it around it or something. I don't know. Kind of like they did with Wise Man in the 2001 Sailor Moon R musical. But that just kind of came out really weird to me, so I don't know. Okay, that's it for now. That's my Doctor Who fandom, I guess. I will see you guys tomorrow, which of course is Tuesday, and Remembrance Day. And it's probably going to be a shit show at work, I would imagine. My brother got slammed today because the teachers randomly decided that they were going to take today off as a Prody Day. It was not announced, and actually their website did say that there was school today, but you know, when did the teachers actually need to follow protocol? So, there was no school today, no school tomorrow, and I think everything goes back to normal on Wednesday, except in Williams Lake, which I'm told it's Remembrance Week, so apparently there's no school at all for the whole week. So, congratulations to them, I guess. Yeah. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow. Jamatane Mina, and have a great day. Bye-bye.